Buddy Holly was born on September 7th, 1936 in Lubbock, Texas. His birth name was Charles Hardin Holly. Buddy was a childhood nickname. For such a short life, he was very influential. His first major hit song was That'll Be the Day. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986. His band called Buddy and Bob opened up for Elvis, and it changed Buddy's life. He shifted from a country sound to more rock and roll. Future country star Waylon Jennings was hired to play bass on his last tour. He got married to Maria Elena Santiago in August of 1958. He would only be alive for 6 more months. She was pregnant when he died, but had a miscarriage, possibly from the shock of losing Buddy. He was on tour with the Big Bopper and Ritchie Valens when his plane crashed in Iowa, killing all 3 stars and the pilot in February of 1959. He was only 22 years old. That was the day the music died. Ronnie Van Zant was born on January 15, 1948 in Jacksonville, Florida. He was the lead singer and lyricist for the legendary band Lynyrd Skynyrd. He'll live forever through his music. He was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006. With songs like Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama, What's Your Name, That Smell, Gimme 3 Steps, Simple Man, and Tuesday's Gone, it's no wonder people still love them today. What was your favorite song? His younger brother named Johnny took over singing for the band after Ronnie's death. His other brother Donnie founded the band 38 Special. Ronnie was really into sports. He wanted to be a boxer and then a baseball player. He founded the band Lynyrd Skynyrd with some friends in 1964. They chose that name as a way of mocking a former gym teacher who didn't approve of their long hair named Leonard Skinner. They released their debut album in 1973. The songs were so good and the musicianship was top-notch. Ronnie said he wouldn't live to see 30. He was married twice and had 2 kids. He died in October of 1977 when the plane he was on ran out of fuel in the air and crashed in Mississippi. They were bound for Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ronnie was killed instantly. 5 other people on board also died. Ronnie asked us in the song Freebird if he left there tomorrow, would we still remember him? The answer is yes. Ronnie was 29 years old. Otis Redding was born on September 9, 1941 in Dawson, Georgia. In my opinion, he had one of the most soulful voices ever. I consider him a gift to this world. His nickname was the King of Soul. For a relatively short life, he was very influential. When he was 15, he quit school so he could work and support his family. In 1961, he married his girlfriend named Zelma, and they had 4 children together. He broke out of the Chitlin circuit, which were southern venues that freely allowed black performers, and was ready to conquer the world. Sadly, he died a few days after recording one of my favorite songs of all time, Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay. That song touches my soul. He won 2 posthumous Grammys for that song. They say everything happens for a reason. I'd like an explanation why he died so early. In 1989, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In December of 1967, he was on his way to Madison, Wisconsin for a show. The plane he was on crashed, and he died at age 26. Randy Rhoads was born on December 6, 1956 in Santa Monica, California. He was an amazing and influential guitar player. I think he would have rivaled Eddie Van Halen and become even more of a legend if he lived longer. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2021 in the Musical Excellence category. He started training in classical guitar at age 7. Both of his parents were music teachers. Randy gave guitar lessons at his mother's music school. After attending an Alice Cooper concert in 1971, he knew what he wanted to do. He co-founded Quiet Riot with a friend of his. They were originally called Little Women. When he found out Ozzy Osbourne was putting together a solo band, he jumped at the opportunity to join him. Ozzy hired him right on the spot after hearing him play a solo at the audition. Ozzy said Randy gave him a reason for carrying on. Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman are classic albums that have stood the test of time. Randy continued to take lessons up until his unfortunate, untimely death. Tom Morello said, Randy Rhoads is a peerless talent who fused timeless riffs with solos of ingenious beauty and emotional fire. He never married and had no children. He was engaged to a woman named Jody. He died in 1982 from a plane crash. While in Leesburg, Florida, Randy got on a plane flown by his tour bus driver without permission. They wanted to buzz the tour bus to wake everyone up. The plane clipped the bus and crashed into a tree and then a mansion, killing everyone on board. Ozzy said the day that Randy Rhoads died was the day a part of him died. Randy was only 25 years old. Stevie Ray Vaughan was born on October 3, 1954 in Dallas, Texas. Many consider him one of the best guitarists ever. For crying out loud, the man could play guitar behind his back, flawlessly, and sing at the same time. He He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2015. He was a highly influential blues guitarist. Producer Jerry Wexler said Stevie was a jewel, one of those rarities who comes along once in a lifetime. He started playing guitar at age 7. He joined his first band in 1965. His older brother Jimmy is also a guitar player. He quit high school at age 17 so he could concentrate on music. He was in several bands before forming Double Trouble in 1978. In 1979, he was arrested after an off-duty police officer saw him snorting cocaine. He was opening up for Muddy Waters, who said, "Stevie could perhaps be the greatest guitar player that ever lived, but he won't live to get 40 years old if he doesn't leave that white powder alone." Stevie said he started drinking alcohol at age 6. He played on David Bowie's hit song called Let's Dance. In 1983, Double Trouble released the landmark debut album Texas Flood. A new guitar hero was finally getting the recognition he deserved. He attended rehab in 1986. He was married once and had no children. He died in August of 1990 after the helicopter he was in crashed. I get mad and sad when I think about what he could have created if he lived longer. He was sober for 4 years before he died. He was 35 years old. Aaliyah was born on January 16, 1979 in New York City. Her birth name was Aaliyah Dana Houghton. She was an R&B singer and actress. She got signed to a record deal at age 12. R. Kelly took it upon himself to be her mentor and produce and write songs for her. I'm sure it was his idea to name her debut album Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. It's pretty gross looking back at it. There were rumors that they married when she was 15, but everyone involved denied everything. In 1999, she was in the movie Romeo Must Die. Her next movie, Queen of the Damned, came out in 2002. She kept releasing platinum albums, and it seemed like there was no limit to her success. In 2001, she was in the Bahamas filming a music video. Eager to get back home a day sooner, she boarded a smaller plane than usual to carry her bags and entourage. They were 700 pounds heavier than allowed. The plane crashed, killing all 8 on board. Aaliyah was only 22 years old. Jim Croce was born on January 10, 1943 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was a great singer-songwriter who had 8 top 10 singles and 3 top 10 albums. He attended Villanova University and graduated in 1965. He married a woman named Ingrid in 1966. Born Italian and raised Catholic, he converted to Judaism. His wife was Jewish. He joined the National Guard, and 2 hit songs were inspired by this experience. They were Operator and Bad Bad Leroy Brown. He started touring a lot and playing anywhere he could. Money was tight, so he did odd jobs to survive. His son was born in 1971, and Jim got serious about music. He signed a 3-album deal with ABC Records in 1972. He released 2 albums and toured non-stop. He just finished recording his 3rd album, 5th overall, and he wrote a letter to his wife saying he wanted to quit music and become a writer. He never got that chance. In September of 1973, he died in a plane crash. He was 30 years old.